What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Malgosha from the Minecraft movie. Scary witch pig kind of thing. So, landscape page, use a pencil, use an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast because there are eyes. So I want to fit in the staff, so it's kind of high up. So her head is like bang in the middle of my page, right? So we're going to start with her wrinkly sort of eyebrows and we're just going to curve it. Right, so like really wrinkly now. Really wrinkly pig. Right, and then the other side, same pretty much either side. Doesn't have to be the exact same, but more or less the same. Okay. So we got her piglin nose coming around the top here. Coming down sort of the side of her face and her eyes and everything. And then we'll do that square nose here. Just kind of bumps around. Again, things are kind of wrinkly and bumpy and not sort of perfect. So it makes it kind of easier to draw. You know, it's a bit looser. Nostrils inside. So just like these sort of holes. And color black. Okay. So our eyes are big, glowing pink things. Say, okay, so we got like top eyelid line here, and the bottom sort of going down that way. Very wrinkly as well. And then our bottom eyelid line just curves around, like so. And we can see kind of the pink section, right? So you can see like a big pink circle at first in there. And then she has a glowing white pupil in there. It's a square because Minecraft. And then like some wrinkles around her eyes and all that good stuff. Bags under her eyes and everything. Very old and wrinkly. So we'll try and do this on the other side. Similar sort of size. And it goes sort of down around here as well. And then we'll do pink circular eyes with a square pupil inside. And then we'll do some like wrinkles around. And on her snout and everything. So she got some wrinkles on her forehead as well. All going up this way underneath her hood. And there's like loads of wrinkles on her head here as well. You do as much of this as you want now. You can make her really wrinkly or less wrinkly. So, tusks. Huge boar-like tusks. There's bits of skin and stuff all around. And then on the other side as well, another big tusk. And there's like little sort of angle lines and texture lines and stuff on this. You can see a layer of teeth just underneath this. Well, a little bit maybe. So say, where would her mouth? We'll do her bottom, we'll do her bottom lip first. Just get that shape in. And then we can fill the teeth. Because I'm not very sure the size of the teeth yet. So that's like her open mouth, right? So say like, it's like an angled little bit of teeth here. So we'll just go like this, kind of just some white teeth. And then there's like some crooked sort of, we'll do the gum line, crooked sort of bumpy gum line here. And it goes underneath the tusk. And then there's like some teeth there. And then it seems like there's like a dark shadow there. And then this is like all gum and stuff. But I tell you, I think I'll just add shadow to the corners just to make it look a bit dark. Kind of like that. Okay, so her bottom lip then, kind of wrinkly, just coming around here. And then her chin is kind of real pointy this way. She's got like little hairs and stuff sticking off. And then she has very loose skin sort of hanging down from the chin section. There's like a little sort of wart here, some hair sticking out of it, and then like lots of wrinkles. So that's all we can kind of see of her face. She's got then this torn like hood coming around, right? So like all sort of jaggedy hood coming around her face, right? And it goes all the way down her body. It's a big sort of cloak and everything. So like that. And you can do this like any way you want, really. It can be as rough as you like or as smooth as you'd like. It's just a jaggedy, torn piece of fabric, basically, like that. And you can fill in maybe some bits of sort of skin in the gaps. So this, she's got a square head and this kind of hangs down here, right? So the top of her head would be sort of this. And then this sort of starts to flow. And there's all these bumpy fabric lines and stuff. And this just hangs all the way down here. And there might be like a little bit that sticks out. And then bits that like hang over fabric lines. Okay. So before we get to her arms, we'll do her body inside here. We can kind of see her side body and a necklace. So I'll do the necklace first because it's kind of bumpy, kind of square thing. So it's kind of like these just sort of squares coming across. so, and you just keep going around her neck. And I'll just do vertical lines. So there's like a couple of layers, but like there's like a line that comes across there. But roughly you just want to go like so, right? And then a belt. And some more clothing. Her arms are kind of outstretched, so you might have like some clothing fold lines just here. And her belt finishes that way. And then some more fabric here, and maybe a buckle. It's got some vertical lines going down, some edge lines and stuff there. So her arms are covered in a folding sort of cloak as well. Tattered, old, jaggedy. Like that. And the other one holding the staff, pretty similar, except for the staff, obviously. Like so, right? Very dirty and obviously, you know, tattered and everything, so. Right, so one hand or claw or piggy hand, what would you call it? So gonna go on wrist coming out this way, right? First. It's kind of thin, it's not. Right, this line joins the thumb first. So she's kind of like summoning something. So she's like, oh, big sharp nail there. And then sort of bumps a couple of times just down into the palm of her hand. She doesn't really have a palm. It's just like all one sort of part really. So not a lot there. And then her like pinky finger. So like that, right? So that's kind of her hand on that side. And then the other side of her sleeve coming down here. And the staff hand closed over, holding it, grasping it, right? So slightly different hand shape. So say a ruler might be handy for the, just get your staff, the bottom of it in anyway. Right, going here, it disappears into the hand, just about in line with the top of this. Right, so then we have okay, so wrist comes out here, tiny bit, and then like the thumb sort of goes around, coming towards us, but it's like sharp, like that. It's sort of palm of her hand there. Comes out from behind the staff. It looks like she has a ring on this finger. Let's see. So we'll go around anyway for the finger first. Yeah, there's a ring here. It's like a big square sort of ring, little detail. And then her index finger. She only has 3 fingers anyway. Sort of like that. Now, so this staff kind of has a bit of an edge line to it, like a little extra little line coming down the side. And there's lots of detail up there. So I'll just do the other side of her sleeve. And then I will attempt this. So you might see a mic wire coming across. That's just because I got a stretch here. And there's not a lot of slack on my mic wire. So this will go right up, right? And it's like a, you could use a ruler for the whole lot, but it might be a bit difficult. So let's see. So we'll go up. Where are we going? Where are we aiming for? Probably just enough room to fit into here. So I'll go like there maybe. And then we have enough room just up there for our letter C. You could make it smaller, of course, if you don't have as much room as me. There's like all details on this. And we'll make it as 3D as we can. And this has like little rectangles on it, it looks like little sort of boxes here. 1 and 2 up here. Now, this thing up here is tricky. So we'll go up a bit further with this, just up here. Right, and then we'll go out and then up again. It kind of looks like a letter C with all these angles on it, right? So this is like the bottom part of the C, and it's like a square font letter C. So it's like little steps up, and this will go around and down. Go right up there. And then it comes across, down, across, like a little bit that sticks out, right? So the orb thing is or her box thing is floating in there. I don't know what you'd call this. And this comes down that way. I'm going to go in, and we'll add edge lines to these to try and make them look a little bit 3-dimensional. So we'll go sort of in this way, down and in again. So that's not bad. That's your general shape for it, right? But you want to add like extra little squares inside. You could leave it like that, of course you want, but I'll just stay as true to the movie form as I can. So we'll just do this. Like a little sort of other little box in here as well. Sort of like a little sort of inside sort of lines like so, just to make it look like it's 3-dimensional a bit. Sort of lines in the corners and stuff. And then we have this floating cube, right? So it's kind of like this. It's got a bit of a diamond on top. And the line that goes down. And then you just go that way. Looks like a flower kind of. And then you join those together. And that's like a little floating cube. And I think that's everything. How to draw, just put like maybe ash and fire and stuff just up here. Malgosha, Minecraft movie. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.